listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. I fixed the microphone right. Then you should hear me speaking to you no matter which way my head turns. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, the head-turning UFO guy. See, you couldn't hear me, could you? Watch. Now I'll put it on the right setting. Now you can hear me now, right? See? Everything's good again. Welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to talk about the politicians playing games. Because that's all I think it is. Games. Games. With a capital gay. That was funny, actually. What do we got going on tonight? UFOlogy has turned into a political mess. And Schumer is the issue, believe it or not. If anybody trusts anything coming from this government, that they're trying to get it, trying to get disclosure, but they won't let us. Give me a break. Give me a break. I'm done with the acting. Burchett's in on it. They're all in on it. They know which way it's going. So enjoy it while it lasts. Everybody knows it's not going to last. But it is Monday, and that is the beginning of, well, Sunday really is the beginning of a work week. Monday is the beginning of your work week. What does that mean? It means from beginning to the end of your workday, you're going to be in there not looking up. What do they want us to do? March in the streets, looking up every day? It's not working anyway. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Yeah. William Bridges says, screw this. I'm a member for 19 months. Oh. Thank you. Good to see you, too. I see you there, Daffy Duck with Marvin the Martian. I've got my laser pistol. Thank you for being a member. Almost there. Almost 21 months. 19 months. That's a long time. How many months in a year? 12? Almost 2 years. Mucho gusto, generoso. You are one of the bigger supporters on the planet for GoofOn. Thank you, Mr. Bridges. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. We might as well start the roll call. Let's get it going then, shall we? It's a Monday. Bernie Muro's here. I see you. How you doing? Yeah, the background. This background? Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Yeah, got a little bit of something going on with this chair here. See that? Let's get rid of that while we're here. Hold on. Let's get rid of the wiggling. See if that works. No. Still want to. What? Oh no! Disappearing! Ma! Ma saved me. All right, now get rid of that. Oh, there, I see how we can get it. Yeah, I can't get it any better than that. That's about as good as it'll be. Well, anyway, it's not that bad. It looks like I'm underwater, right? A little bit on the chair. I hate that this chair's alive. Roll call. Back to roll call. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. Kelly Lewis. Hey, nice to see you. How you doing, YOY fools? Good to see you. Diane Boss, the boss of GoofOn. Welcome to the show. Sam O, Goofonian Rockstar. Welcome to the... Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Jeanette Funicello, welcome to the show. The angel of GoofOn. SoCal Squasher. How you doing, SoCal? Squatcha. Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. I don't have the energy I normally have. I'm sorry. Literally was in bed every second of the day until 43 minutes ago. Yeah. I don't know how we're here, but we're here. Tim Freestone, what do you say there, Chief? Good to see you. Can't be Poner Houston and Alien. What is this? Alien Bump. I think I know. I think I half know what. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Good to see you. And I agree ya. I think I know about half of what's up. The half that they tell us. That's it. It's the half they tell us. That's it. Derek Faulkner made it. What's up, Chief? Come on, button. Myra Page, everybody. Myra Page. Good to see you back. All right, let's get started. If I didn't say your name, Sky Allen, doesn't mean I don't love you. I do. It means we got a lot of show to do. Can't sit here all day and do hellos. You know how it is. So let's get going. Oh, if you want to help support the show, you can do it just like Jeanette did. And who else? Jeanette. And William Bridges with the membership. Jeanette's throwing down 5 bones. Mucho gusto, Angel of GoofOn. Thank you very much for your ongoing, never-ending support to GoofOn. I shouldn't say that. That's a little presumptuous, but I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very much. I'm not myself. I'm very, right now, I'm very low-key, chill. Has nothing to do with weed, although it might. But I just, the energy in me wants to come out. I'm just having a hard time with the way I feel. Jeanette, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Evan Harris made it. What's up, man? How you doing? Please take off that. I know. I will. I hate him as much as you. Oh, maybe more. I don't know you, but I cannot dislike anybody more in politics than him and Biden. Biden's the worst. This guy's next. And Nancy Pelosi would be above all the worst human on the planet. They're terrible, 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 psychotic. As President Trump said, they are psychotic. They don't think right. And Schumer, that's the guy that we're laying it all on. Schumer, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I swore, because that's how much I hate that mother, just like you. Hate him. Hate his face. As a matter of fact, you're right. You're damn right. I can't do it. I just can't. I just can't look at him any longer. You got me sold. You didn't have to say anything else, Evan. Perfect. Thank you. Now I know why I was a little edgy. It was him. It was him. Then I got to look at all the pricks behind me now, but it's not him. I could handle all these pricks at one time. All of them, but I can't handle Schumer. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Alfie Joe Bob's here. Sky Allen's here. Evan again, welcome to the show. I can't say thank you, hello enough. Glenn Collins, the big band, but no big band guy. Glenn Collins, welcome to the show. Zach Cast Monzo. That pumped me up. You got my blood boiling, Evan. Claudia Rodriguez, I'm sitting here looking at him while I'm doing the show too, and I'm like, why am I in a bad mood all of a sudden? Oh, you're right. I hate him. Oh. Hey, Nathan. Good to see you, Chief. Smart guy. Come in at 15 after. That's the smartest thing anybody could do. But you won't get shouted out. I know. I'm just kidding. Bob Perkins. What's up? Don Mofo. And, I did say, Marcel, welcome to the show, big guy. All right, now we're starting. That got me going. What's up, Kasson Lee? Hope I'm saying your name correctly. I know, you'd think it would be easy. What's up, Bob? Woo! Hey, Stephen Kahn, everybody. Good to see you guys coming in on a Monday. A little bit under the weather. It was a lot of it. This morning, I'm like, I'm canceling the show. I didn't cancel it. But yesterday, I put up just a show. Hey, is Ben here? Is the microphone working when I turn my head a little better, like before? Because I have to look at the screen sometimes. Does it sound better when I turn my head now? Is it bad? Mondays are so important. I know. That's why I didn't want to drop the show tonight. Sound a little better? I am still under the weather. Cancel the cancel culture. Oh, hey, by the way, that it's almost over, right? We got about another year. That cancel culture shit peaked already. A lot of this stuff is already peaked. And now people are, I'm talking about that side of ufology. I'm talking about that side of right, the opposite of right. And I'm not saying that's for everybody on the left. But we do have 100% the left controlling ufology right now and doing a very, very bad job. Very bad. Well, we might as well talk about it. We're here. Politicians get involved. Everything's over. Because now we got to talk about how can I make money in ufology? What's in it for me? That's what politicians do. You want my vote? You want me to sign on something? What's in it for me? I don't do nothing for nobody, even though that's their job, right? That's their job, to do stuff for the public. I had a funny dream today. My ADD caught up with me right there. Sorry. I'll tell you later. But it has a lot to do with the show. Later. But that's what politicians are. They're dirty, corrupt, especially Schumer. Leader Schumer. Oh, God, when James Fox was sucking his boots. Oh, Leader Schumer. Oh, He got so excited like a little bitch going to see Elvis or something. Remember those videos of the girls? Ah, they pass out and they got tears coming down. It's just a guy. How come I do it? Nobody throws their panties on a stage. Huh? Not once have I done Elvis on stage and anybody throw their panties up there. Because you're not Elvis. I am not. I am Goof on. But it's true about politicians. And ufology's turned political since TTSA really got into it. You know, that's what it was. TTSA and Tom DeLonge inadvertently started this when Tom DeLonge came out with TTSA, everybody in media was talking about it. That's when it kicked up. Rock star from Blink 182, Tom DeLonge, has negotiated his way somehow into the FBI, CIA, the Pentagon, talking about UFOs. He wants to start To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences, which will be a creative type of platform where they'll make movies and documentaries, and heck, Tom even said they're going to build a spaceship. What's it? A trans-dimensional space. Why is everything trans nowadays? See what Tom DeLonge did? He came right in with the trans testicles and started talking about trans medium, trans this, trans-dimensional. Everything's got to have trans on it now. Not here. Not at Goofon. Goofon will never be trans Goofon. Goofon transparency. No trans. I'm done with the trannies. Matter of fact, I need a new tranny on my Ford F-250. I just heard a very strange sound. Oh, by the way, we heard a strange sound to Jeanette, who also found it and marked it for me. Thank you for that, by the way. Or was it Diane? I don't know, one of you. It was my phone. Yeah, I forgot I changed the ringtone. Yeah, the ringtone to a bird tweet. And that's what it was. And I thought it was something going, right? I thought it was a high-pitched squeal. Idiot. Tonight's show is brought to you by Bigfoot Saw Me, but nobody believes me. Coffee by Dunkin' Donuts. It's my last one. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. But we do have a problem with our politicians in office. It's bad. And Schumer is the worst. You mother son of a... I'll take you down and I'll rip... Thank you. Don't do that. Don't. But I'm going to wet some palates tonight. By the way, I know I haven't gotten back to people on emails. Even if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. So I'm sorry, I couldn't get back, but today I will, tonight. I found a very interesting, you know how people waffle on whether or not, well, we all can agree about the pyramids, that they weren't built by the Egyptians, or were they? A lot of people, including some scientists out there, believe that the pyramids were already there and could be 10 to 15,000 years. They don't know. They don't know. But holy shit, what did they use to make those things? Today, we still don't know, but I think they found some evidence of machinery, at least. Some really good evidence, and this is it. Some sort of machine was used.
Egyptians cut granite. In the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, we find a very interesting example of an unfinished sarcophagus. On the bottom side of the sarcophagus, we can see where cutting had taken place, but it was stopped. And the cutting marks on the sarcophagus have set off all kinds of debates. We can see that the ancient Egyptians stopped cutting into this particular sarcophagus because they were offline. And one of the arguments are, well, how did they get this far if they were using slow cutting tools? Surely they would have noticed a mistake early on if they were cutting it slowly rather than fast, hinting at that possibly power tools were used of some sort. But at the same time, if you take a look at the entire sarcophagus, you can see that it's not actually perfect in any way, and that possibly the tool that they were using was as wide as the sarcophagus itself. If we look at the entire surface here, we can kind of see that it's not particularly flat or flush overall, but it is smooth. Now, was the smoothness as a result of cutting? How did the ancient...
Very cool. I'm smoking, baby. He's smoking! I love that video right there that we just watched. Loved it. Now, I'm going to scare the living shh out of you. You ready? Watch this. I don't think I played this. And if I did, oh well. Here we are playing it again. If I did, I don't remember playing it because my memory's as bad as a
You're
elephant.
Going to wake up and find out has been around you all of your life. You just didn't see it. Example, Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John Kennedy was elected to Congress
I did show this.
1846.
It's
Abe
cool.
Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John Kennedy was elected president in 1960. The names Lincoln and Kennedy both contain 7 letters. Both presidents were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both of the president's wives lost children while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday in the head. President Lincoln's secretary was named Miss Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Miss Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908.
Come on!
John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839.
Don't do it.
Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy in 1939.
No!
Both assassins were known by 3 names: John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Wow.
Both names are comprised of 15 letters. President Lincoln was shot in a theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car named Lincoln, made by Ford. John Wilkes Booth ran to a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a
warehouse to a theater.
Booth and Oswald were both assassinated before they could go to trial. And a week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe.
He was in Marilyn Monroe. That's funny. I mean, I know I played that, but there's 20 coincidences right there that are really unbelievable. When you talk about numerology, because something I don't talk about here, because I'm not very familiar with it. I mean, I know what numerology can do, but it's not my bag, you know. So I'll have to get an expert on numerology to teach us about why these things happen. Why do they happen? I'll tell you why. Because it's a reprogramming of the matrix that we're living in. Believe it or not, we're not living in reality as you think we are. I really don't think we are. I think we're all asleep somewhere, just like the Matrix. Nope. A lot of things based, hold on, let me start that over. A lot of things on TV, those ideas, they're based in reality. Somewhat, sometimes just partially, but a lot of that stuff's already been thought up and created and experimented with. Believe it or not, we are not living in a reality you think we're living in. I promise you. I just don't feel it. I feel something totally different. I do. I feel like because, well, humans say this, that math is the universal language. And that they found that space and everything is based on numbers. Which is why numerology may play a huge, I am a huge part, but I don't believe in astrology at all. Not even a little. because those are stars and planets, things that are lit up from Earth. If you go to Andromeda, totally looks different. So I don't buy that. That's just the way things are in the universe. There's no such thing as astrology. What is it? Astrology? Is it astrology? No, I know the study of stars is astrology, but what do they call those people? Whatever. The people who believe in the stars, in the moon. I don't. You can't convince me. Because if you went to Andromeda and all the stars looked exactly the same, that would be not only weird, that would prove to me that the background has got to be fake, but it proves that there is no consistency in that type of prediction scenario where you're looking up at stars. And just because they're not moving at, going from place to place in nights or even days, they're always static in their position, even though they're not. That's how freaking far away this shit is. We can't even see them in a lifetime moving that much from the naked eye, if at all. So I don't believe in that. Capiche? I believe in numbers, statistics. Numerology, I don't know if that is real either, but it would be based in reality a lot more than astrology or looking at the stars for predictions. I just don't buy it. Pisces, Gemini, Leo, all that shit's, it's all made up. It's not real. If you go to the opposite side of the universe and look at those stars, or just go 90 degrees that way, they look totally different. So how can you say that that is a legitimate source for making predictions? It's just impossible. And if you believe in that, you believe in that. I can't stop you from believing it, but you're being ridiculous and not honest with yourself if you believe astrology or whatever the fuck you call it is going to give you predictions. Into Thin Air hasn't put out a video yet. I'm getting a little upset. I need videos. Come on. Thank God. Third Phase of Moon got something. Let's take a look and go over there. And then when we're done, we will get into the political side of things because I am not a big fan of Schumer. I hate that guy. Like we know. Hey, I was talking over here. All right, Third Phase of Moon. You ready? Let's look at some side. We're doing this one early tonight, huh? Welcome to Goof On.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent and Paula Asteria, we're going over incredible videos just since the Third Phase of Moon. Are we looking at an alien gray captured via a digital camera? We're looking at this very closely. Guys, tell me what you think. We've got a lot of UFO evidence for you tonight, so buckle up. This video came into our feed just earlier today. Brent said, take a look at this. Do you see any kind of CGI manipulation? Right now, at the moment, I'm not exactly sure. It looks authentic. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, this one's making the rounds right now, and we had to pull it up. Our audience needs to see this. What do you think? In my opinion, there's some good aspects about it. I like the way this being seems to be going around the agriculture, the trees. It has a nice little gait to it too as well. If this is indeed authentic, it's impressive. Could somebody be pulling a hoax? Who knows? Your thoughts, Paula?
This footage is really incredible to me because it just looks like your standard depiction of what people call the grays, these short little gray guys with the kind of longer skull. And I mean, this footage is really incredible to me. It looks like someone's shining a light into the trees and they're seeing this and filming it. And it just fits the standard description of a lot of eyewitness accounts of, abduction mysteries. So it's really incredible. And what are your thoughts?
The more I look at it, it has this authentic feel to it. Again, like you say, the lights, everything's all matching up. And then again, if this were a person in a costume, look at the neck on this thing and the spindly legs and arms, which indicates to me that this would be kind of hard to pull off. I'm not seeing any kind of puppeteering. I'm hoping we could get some more information from the person who shot this. If indeed is what we're looking at, something not of this earth. This is compelling footage. Guys, what's your thoughts as we're doing this live premiere right here at Third Phase of Moon? We've got a...
What are your thoughts on this? I'm going to rewind this and mute the background noise so we can talk about this, because I've never seen it. And I'm like Moody Mongol. I thought it was my mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law. So we see this video now. One thing I looked at was, of course, you look to see how it looks. It looks like it's in the actual background. It does not look to be CGI. So if we take that into consideration and imagine this being real, the next thing I would look at are the legs. Is somebody moving this thing? Is it being moved with wires? Because if I don't see anybody on the floor, on the ground, moving this thing. So it's moving on its own, apparently. And it does seem to be a little calm. Like it's looking around. You can even see its head turning to the left. Never, here's the funny thing, why I think this is fake. It never turns its head to the right. It never looks back at the camera. It always turns its head to the left. Why? Is the flashlight too bright? It doesn't seem to be caring too much that a flashlight's on it. So I am going to call this fake because of those reasons. It's not going into the woods. It's not going away from the flashlight. It's like it doesn't give a shit. And I don't buy it. This is too good to be true. And I can only imagine it was done with either puppetry or black long sticks that are under the armpits that we can't see, or it's right up the center of it. And they could somehow, it may be on a track, which is why it's back there. I think now that I'm looking at this again, I think this is on a pulley system, like train tracks. They laid down the tracks in the background. They put the dummy on this platform and pulled it across. That's exactly what they did. And if you notice, there's no bouncing to the head. Like when we take a step, our heads do this. This one, it's perfectly still the whole way. So again, another fake, in my opinion. For those reasons, without even doing a really tough analysis on it, I am deducing that this is totally fake. The head doesn't bob up and down when it walks. It never turns to the right. The head it looks like it's moving. It can be on a stick. I mean, this is not that hard to fake. It looks like it's gliding. It doesn't look like it's walking. That's my problem too. So I think it's on a pulley system, a train tracks of some sort. It doesn't even have to be, but it might be. It might be on some sort of pulley system. Totally fake. Even though it looks real, I am standing by that fakeness. Just because it doesn't look... Everything looks good except for the way it moves. And the principal fact that it doesn't look towards the flashlight. It's not afraid of the light. And it's just looking to the left. Maybe, just maybe, it's looking to the left to keep its head away from the light. That is possible. Now, I bring you that with, why doesn't it just go into the woods and get away from it? Why does it continually like the light shining on it? If it doesn't make sense, there's something wrong with it. This doesn't make sense. So there's something wrong with it. Good stuff, though. Thank you, Third Phase. Let's get to the next video then. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. What do you guys think? Do you think it's real? I really want to know. Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's real. Put a 2 if you think it's fake. Do it for me. I want to see what you think. I'm telling you, it's my opinion. That's all. Just an opinion. Just an opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. But, you know, everybody's got to do their own thing. I thought I brought up some pretty good points. But, wow, a lot of 2s for fakes. Unlikely, real. Yeah, lots of 2s. Wow, it's a... See, and you want to know what I think about your votes? I think I influenced you. And I don't like that I did that. So from now on, here's what we're going to do from now on. Anytime I do a review like that, I want to know what you think before I tell you. And then I want you to vote again after I tell you. I think that'll be interesting. Unfortunately, you know what I'm doing, so there's no surprise. Like, I still won't get a natural vote for a yes or no. That's the shame in it all. But I thought I made some good points there. It doesn't mean I'm right. But when it looks like a duck and acts like a duck, most likely it's a duck. All right, the next video. Good stuff, though. I mean, we really don't know, you know? We really don't.
Filming it, and, you know, it just fits the standard description.
Watch this.
Okay.
Hey, bro. What the fuck is that?
Oh, I saw this. Oh, this is... Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
We're letting the profanity just roll, but there was some music in the background, so we're doing a little bit of audio control here so we don't have any issues. But what are we looking at in the sky here? Are we seeing any indication of FAA lights? Are these airplanes in a trajectory from the position of the person driving into position of a forward momentum of the airplane? Are we looking at the headlights of an airplane is what I'm trying to say. Brent, your thoughts here. Are we looking at something else?
Yeah, I've seen this kind of phenomenon, maybe not even called a phenomenon. Landing formations, could this be they're just moving along the highway, they're not familiar, maybe there's an airport next to this place, but again, I don't see any lights on this blink.
I did see flashing on the smaller one.
Blinking, so there's some phenomenon to that. Fast opinions here, Paula.
You know, it looks like this is something that kind of seems to be hovering in the same general areas.
Absolutely. Again, the footage just keeps coming in. Tier 3Bs.
That's an airplane. 1,000,000% an airplane.
Listen.
I have the same exact thing on video, and I called it, this is a plane that people think are UFOs. Oh my God, that's an airplane. 100,000,000%.
A giant, like, drone or something. Oh my God, what the
Again, people shock and awe of what's going on around the world. It's happening in real time, and these videos are being captured by the people like you. And what are we looking at? Once again, no FAA
looking at
lights.
an airplane, and there are FAA lights on there. I just saw it.
You see this?
No. Holy shit!
What
the hell is that?
What the hell? What is that, Mom?
Okay, that's weird.
Ma, you see this?
Wow, what the hell is this?
Holy shit! What the hell is that?
What the?
Like we said, buckle.
Okay, I had no idea that lady was going to say exactly what I just said verbatim. What the hell was that? That's fucking great.
Up, this episode has a lot of phenomenon, and what are we looking at? Something spiraling in a circular formation.
Never seen anything like this before.
Brent, quickly.
Yeah, again, the UFOs coming in so fast, it's hard to talk about everyone. But again, we're looking at a phenomenon. This thing spindly, doing rotations. Again, is this a drone? New technology we're not familiar with, Apollo?
You know, this actually reminds me a lot of things that I saw at Burning Man. They did a kind of art installation of drones in the sky, and it was very similar to this. So I have to say that's what it reminds me of.
Wow, that was a drone, huh? Interesting. Some sort of drone activity. I didn't expect her to say that at all. Good job, Apollo. Well, I don't know. You know, if she didn't say that, I wouldn't have known what it was. I would have just guessed it was a balloon of some sort. But then again, I really would have probably gone to it's CGI but it doesn't look like CGI, so I probably wouldn't have said that. I just don't know. Good stuff. All right, I'll put the link to Third Phase of Moon's video. You got a lot more to watch there, another 15 minutes. But I'll put the link in the description as soon as we're done. Hey, Bernie, throwing down a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. It's a super dono, which is, for those who don't know, it's a donation with no emoji or comment. It's a love, is what we figured out it was here at GoofOn. Thanks a lot, Bernie, a continuing supporter of GoofOn, one of the best headshots in the business. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And if you want to help support GoofOn, you can do the same way. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. I hate that I memorized that, but after 400, what is it? 400 shows as GoofOn? 1,200. Well, whatever. 11? Hold on. Is this a message from the other side? It is! I didn't even hear it come in. Wow, you guys, really? On PayPal, Glenn sent, thank you very much, by the way, $5.08. It's an interesting denomination. Thank you, man. I appreciate, all the support you've given, and Glenn has given me a lot of helpful donations there. So has Jeanette. Thank you, guys. David Wilcox as well. $25 you just threw down. Did you just throw down $25 on PayPal as well? Thanks, guys. Really. Especially at this time of year. So we're very close to getting the drone, but I'm having considerations on saving up and maybe getting the drone I want. But that would take probably 6 months. I don't know. I can't wait. But it's like I said, it was always going to be a temporary thing till I got my good drone fixed. They're both great. They both would be great drones because they're DJI. You can't get any better. But I'm excited in the next couple of weeks. January is going to be freaking awesome. Thanks for the support, Bernie. Thank you, guys. Glenn and David. It's going to be fun next year. As soon as I get the drone, it's another level of exciting. Because I have some ideas. I have ideas of what I want to do with them. And one of them is going out to the beach and flying the drone over the ocean at night, which you're allowed to do, believe it or not. The thing that scares me, though, about flying a drone over the ocean, the GPS doesn't tell you the exact height. So the further I go out, the GPS doesn't get the water level. It gets the ground. So if there's 100-foot drop off and my drone on land is at 105 feet, if I just go straight over the ocean with the floor dropping 100 feet, I'm only 5 feet above the water at that point. But on GPS, it says 105. That I learned one day, and it almost went into the water because I thought I was, in the water. I almost went in the water in the Gulf of Mexico when I was at Pine Island. I couldn't figure out why it said I was at 30 feet, and then I'm over the ocean, and I'm only above the ocean, or shouldn't say ocean, the water, whatever, the sea, the Gulf. Is it an ocean? What is the Gulf of Mexico known as? A body of water, but is it an ocean? No, right? It's just a water map. Anyway, thanks for the support. And it's very scary. What are you guys talking about in that chat room? Spy on the neighbors? Hey, I never did that. But I used to have a neighbor who, when I was married, she used to shower naked. Well, with the windows. Let's just say this. They had the glass on the corner, and she didn't give a shit if anybody saw. And one night, the husband, and you can see him, the shadow, come down the hallway, and he turns off the light in the shower. And I can only imagine what he's saying to her. Meanwhile, I see everything. And I know she knows I'm out there. I freaking know it. It's a 2-story house. I'm there. I have no choice but to look. she'd press herself right up against that glass, soap, as the hot water goes on her back. She's doing this. And then one hand disappeared for like a minute. Then it came back and... No, I'm joking. But she did press up against that glass more than once. Whether I have it on camera or not is a totally another subject. Of course I don't. I would never do that more than once. But that's a known... The guy came. He turned off the light. I didn't hear anything. They were like 3 or 4 houses away. But you can see everything. I mean, everything. And you know me with my I had 2015 vision at the time. So I was like... Is she doing this on purpose? She did this yesterday with me outside. So I see him pointing, not at me, but pointing out, and him. And she's like, doing her hair and whatnot. And she still turns off the light again. And then the light goes on and he just sat there. Till she was done. Till we were done. That's what I should have said. Till we were done. I know she saw me out there. That's funny that you mentioned that. See, only guys would care if a naked woman was that. Hey, call me what you want. That's not who I am. I'm not a peeping dick. If I'm in my own yard, look, I lay out in the backyard, just about as naked as you could be. She could look down at me. I don't know if she did. I'm sure she did because I think she returned the favor. I told my wife about it. She goes, "Did you get it on video?" And I go, "No." She goes, "Yes, you did." And I go, "I really didn't." And I showed her I didn't. What a weird subject for a UFO show. How'd that even come up? That was from that comment. Oh, yeah, spying on neighbors with the drone. You can do that. Now you can do it more than ever. Now my drone has up to 10 times zoom capability on it. It's amazing. You guys have seen the videos. All right, let's get to work. Now, politicians are like the video I'm going to show you. The ones we have, I'm going to tell you what our politicians are like right now in a video. And you're going to believe it. Okay? And you're going to be like, the woman is ufology right now. I'm just saying, you'll see it in a minute. The woman is ufology and the guy is us, goofonians. And this is what happens. So goof on against ufology. This is how I predict it.
Got him. Got you, didn't she, Rick? No, I was just doing what you told me to do.
Hold on.
Fine.
Start it over.
Block with the right, distracting back fist, number 1 side kick, and spin crescent kick. There we go. Boom. Got him. Got you, didn't she, Rick? No, I was just doing what you told me to do. Well, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Think you can beat this combination? I think Marge and I know different, don't we, Marge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do this again. Marge, ready stance.
Sir.
Keep your eyes on Rick, and don't forget the distracting back fist. That's the key. Rick, you come with whatever you got. Full contact, no holds barred, okay? I'm gonna warn you, I don't think you're gonna like how this ends, hotshot. Face your partner.
Sir.
Kung Nate. Sparring stances. C-check.
I love that.
She's still alive?
It's exactly what Joe Rogan said. People who know karate will lose in a fight against someone who's in MMA or anything, but that was just hysterical on 3 different levels. It was a woman who thought she could kick the guy's ass. The second level was the trainer thought that she was going to kick his ass. And the third level was the guy knew he was going to kick her ass. Karate is just for show. It's not for real fighting. In a real fight, karate loses every time. you're fighting against somebody with boxing skills or MMA skills, you're going down. As soon as they get a hold of you, it is over. Lights out. Karate man, bird knocking bed off me, but no. So have you heard, I don't know if I want to play this right now. I'm not going to play that. So when we're talking about ufology and the political side of it, years ago, I used to, when I first started out, used to get hammered. I'm talking like 2006, 2007, because I came into this field knowing that ufology was politicized. And how could anybody not say that? They're keeping it under wraps somewhere in the United States, maybe off the continental United States in the ocean somewhere is what I think, or Antarctica. But their job is to keep that shit a secret, not to let it get out when Tom DeLonge came along. And what we saw from our government was the biggest brush off in ufological history. It's a hard word to say, ufological history. In the history of our field. Our field, were we in a field? Never in the history of mainstream media have we seen the mainstream media play of ufology in the last few years. This year, last year being a little letdown from where it was when Lou was in control. Remember how crazy it was? Every single day there was something on mainstream media. Now, whoop, it's hard to find. Yeah, you got News Nation, you got The Hill, you got one other place that does this type of journalism on UFOs on the daily, which is nice. Now we can go to those sources for daily news and see what's going on. Fine. Still not mainstream media. Mainstream media wants nothing to do with ufology, not because they want nothing to do with it, because the powers that be in this strict political field of ufology, everything is controlled, everything is modified, everything is altered to what they want them to say. Nothing that we've seen in mainstream media was natural. And I am almost a believer that, remember when the aliens supposedly crashed in Las Vegas? I think that was all bullshit too. Although the kid looked legit when he was telling the story, but I don't know. I just don't know. And why George Knapp did not go public with that right away, and he held it for 3 weeks just the day before Grush did his News Nation interview with Rose Cuckold. Why did he hold on to it? And the fireball that went across the sky, and they said that is what the kids saw, that thing never crash landed. It didn't make any sonic booms. It didn't leave a trail. We don't know what that was. All we know is it was a blue ball of something, most likely an asteroid, going through the atmosphere, but it wasn't a UFO crashing and dropping off aliens. Then when we look at the evidence, nothing matches up. And then when they came out and said, oh, we saw this on the video, the hand and it was the guy's dog, most likely, and trick of light. If that was an alien right behind the fence, only 3 feet away from everybody, don't you think it would be scared shitless being that close? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not true. So not only was that held for review by George Knapp and KLS TV in Vegas, I want to know why. And I'm going to reach out to George Knapp. And I want to know why he held on to that. And if we don't get an answer, something funny is going on with George Knapp. And I think there is already, because he's alongside Corbell. Corbell's a huge problem in this field. Corbell seemingly works with the media now. And that may be because George Knapp's affiliation with KLAS and people all over the country and news. He knows a lot of people. George Knapp would be the best guy if you wanted to get on the news. What's this? Moonlight with $3.33 says, "Oh, holy night. Rich was born to address grifters." And then some. Not just the grifters. You know, that's not what I'm here for. That's not it. That's just part of the reason, but a big part. A big part. Look, you know what, Moon, everybody? Who else is going up against these bastards? Who? Scambian? He had his day. And all he has is 5 people. Dolan, Linda, right? Richard Dolan, Linda Moulton Howe, David Wilcox, the other one that's friends with him, and who's the 5th one? Not Richard Doty, maybe Richard Doty, but I hear they're good friends. There's 5 that he keeps on the regular, on the loop. He doesn't do anything. Nobody addresses grifters like Gufon. It's true. Nobody. And if it wasn't for Gufon, a lot of people wouldn't know. And I tell you what, Moon, thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. Did we already see this one? Oh, that was from earlier? Yeah, that was from earlier. I forgot what I was going to say. But we are the only one that goes up against these people. Can you imagine? Yeah, there's other people out there that mention it, but we do it on the daily, Moon. We do it on the daily because every day new people come into this field thinking disclosure's around the corner, thinking there's going to be some false flag alien invasion, which, by the way, is a better chance of that happening than disclosure happening. You know? So both of those things are extremely important to discuss whenever we get a chance to discuss it, because somebody is going to make a mistake someday. And I want to be there when they do. That's why we go after grifters. And it's true. It's true. It's a true comment. I was born to do this for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know. Because nobody else is. Nobody else is. Look at all the people here. This is only a slice. That's just a slice of the grift. Look at, start over here. No, here. James Fox, now a grifter. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Seriously? This right here is Alex Dietrich. She's the only one who's really innocent in all this. There's Tom DeLonge. I think that's him. Grift, a whole side of grifters, right? The biggest dick of all. He's not a grifter. Totally grifter. He supports grifting. This Jimmy, is that Jimmy Church? Oh, please. And Mick West and, well, Neil deGrasse Holt Tyson. It's a mixed bag on that side, but they're not here for the greater good. If anybody in all of this is in for the greater good, it's John Greenwald. John Greenwald. He shouldn't even be in the picture with grifters, but he's there. He's there. He is. I didn't make that picture, though. So, what are you going to do? All right. Now, I was going to tell you something here. Now, you want to look at the political side of things. Let's get back to Schumer. Because you and I, oh, what the hell did I just do? We know, you have to know, that we're not going to get anything new, right? You have to know that. And they are playing games. And they don't know anything. What do you think Schumer knows? Do you think he's seen the goods? No. Give Knapp a reach around? I think Corobel has that covered, Richie. Yeah. Oh, you've been on point tonight. Yeah. Very, very, very true. Very sad. Schumer has got to be the most corrupt person on the panel. Absolutely, without a doubt. And I'm not saying it because I despise his face. I despise him. I despise what he did to Trump and is doing to Trump. I despise everything about his fiber being. But I still critically think, and obviously right now, the legislation that he's supposed to put through, the law, whatever it is, it's being held back. Why? Why? What revision? Did they pass it already? Did they and I didn't hear about it? Did the legislation go through? Couldn't have. Let's take a look. Here we go. Wow. 7 days ago. Let's take a look at this. Powerful members of Congress are dead set on killing UFO transparency. Oh, really? Really? Let me get this over so we can do this together. I knew it. I'm telling you, man. Lied to every second of the day.
One Republican congressman told NBC's, "The truth is out there, but the government isn't telling us." That's what one Republican congressman told NBC's Meet the Press. Republican Rep. Tim Burchett from Tennessee says that the government isn't being truthful about what they know and when they know it about whether there's life out there. Burchett said that the intelligence community blocked his funding request for more transparency on the issue. And Burchett said that the government, quote, spent a whole heck of a lot of time, effort, and money telling the American public that they don't exist, but yet they're studying, end quote, if they exist or not. Something doesn't add up.
If you're buzzed. And if it doesn't add up, it doesn't make sense. Yep, even the news is hip to it now. Even the news. Well, The Hill, whatever. You can't trust them. Imagine if Pelosi was still around. Well, she's probably still with Schumer on the phone every 10 minutes. You don't let that go through. You don't allow that. You can't. She sounds like Scambian. I don't want it to go through. And Schumer's blaming the Republicans, and rightfully so, for blocking UFO transparency. That sucks. But that's what Schumer wants us to believe, right? There's a reason they're blocking it. I want to know why. And nobody's telling us why the Republicans are blocking it. Right? I don't get it. Hold on. I am trying to... Oh, here it is. Sometimes I amaze myself how stupid I can be. Seriously. What is this? Wow. David Grush claims one of these alien spacecraft crashed in 1933 in Italy and was secreted away by fascist dictator Benito Mussolini. Pictured as a handwritten memo claiming to describe the crash. And that is pretty interesting. Leader Schumer. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this says. Look at it, a little picture of Saturn. It's kind of weird, right? Oh, I guess it was a disc. Oh, I see. Looks like Saturn. Grush, Graves, the pilot, David Fravor, who witnessed the 2004 Tic Tac UFO, swore under oath in July during a hearing where they testified to pala beep bullshit. And you know, come to think of it, David Fravor is a liar. I don't believe that story for a minute. I don't believe that the Tic Tac at all. I don't buy it. Couple of reasons. One of them is that he claims to not turn on his helmet cam during the thing. What about Dietrich? She turned hers on? Nobody's ever mentioned that. I've never heard anybody talk about Dietrich not turning on her helmet cam. Oh yeah, it was just a training exercise, so we don't turn them on or think about bullshit. You recorded it, and if it was real, he recorded it and they're not telling us. But I don't think it was real. Because he didn't mention the helmet cam when he first told the story. That was brought up by somebody asking him about it, which means he was told not to bring up the helmet cam and say, I got it recorded on my helmet cam. He was told to say, I never turned my helmet cam on because I was so enamored by this thing, I didn't even think about it. That's what we pay him for, to think about that. And he failed. Or the whole story's a lie, and that is what he had to eat as part of the story. Why didn't you turn it on? Why didn't you turn? Where's Dietrich's camera? Nobody mentions hers. Why didn't she mention it at all? Because they're told not to mention it. Just like people who fake UFO videos, they will never say the word balloon or flares at all. Ever. That's what hoaxers do. That's what they're doing to us. Tic Tac never happened. I'm sorry, it didn't. I believe that whole story's fake. The other reason, other than turning on the helmet cam or not turning it on, is that nobody has seen a Tic Tac UFO yet. Since 2004? Nobody? Really? Find that amazing. It's amazing. The odds of that happening are slim to none. That's how amazing this is. Oh, only the military gets to see the Tic Tac. Oh, right. Forgive me for thinking that these so-called UFOs wouldn't dare go over land. Oh my God, you know why? Do you want to know why they don't fly over land if they're real? Because that's technology you don't want to accidentally fall into somebody's hands. So you don't fly it over land. You fly it 15 miles out over the ocean and mess with people. Because if it falls out of the sky, who's going to go get it? Nobody. The military's already there. They'll go get it. That's why they're not over land. If real. I don't think they're real. And I think that we would fly over land. I really do. I think they would if they could, but they aren't, so they didn't. Because there isn't a Tic Tac UFO. Isn't it amazing how everybody believes the Tic Tac exists without evidence? The most amazing thing I've ever seen. Am I the only one who doesn't believe in the Tic Tac? I'm telling you, it's not real until it becomes real. It is not real. They made it up. There's no such thing until there is. Show me. I'm tired of being talked to like a child. I want to see it. Hey, if they asked me, if they came knocking on the door and said, we want you to come with us, we want you to be the voice of the people, but you can't say anything for at least 6 months to anybody, and if you do, we've got to kill you. Are you on board? I'm on board. All right. And I can keep that secret. I'm just throwing it out there just like Joe Rogan did. But Joe Rogan's not a UFO guy. I'm a UFO guy. It's not fair to lie to the people like they have been. And the Tic Tac has been the mainstream media little darling without knowing what the hell it looks like, without ever seeing it, without having it on video, without on the helmet cams that favor so-called, you know what I mean? It's very frustrating being on this side of the world because they want us to believe in what the left side is telling us. And because they've ruined this country, they've ruined ufology, and it's all for their own greedy, selfish needs. Where do you think all that funding is going to go to? It's going to go in their pockets. They're going to pocket a certain amount of that money. I guarantee it. Schumer probably has the dirtiest pockets of all. Do you think he would ask for maybe $10 million to sign that thing? To get it approved? Fuck yeah. There's got to be something going on like that for him to climb on board. Something is not right. He's as dirty as the day is long. Why all of a sudden would he go, oh, I want to sign this for the people, and not that I know anything about it, but I'm going to sign it. He's not a good guy. He's always been against America, always been against everything that is good for the country. Why would he give a shit about UFOs? He doesn't give a shit. He's getting paid to give a shit. That's the Schumer way. Guarantee it, if we did a little digging, if somebody did some digging, they might find funds being transferred into his account, just like they do in the movies. $10 million in one day. Here he is. He makes $800,000 a year. All of a sudden, he gets $10 million. They would put it in the funds in the Cayman Islands. They'd wash it. They'd hang it dry, and then they digitize it and send it to him in an email. Into the black web, dark web, whatever. He's racist. Schumer's dirty. Dirty. It's bad. He's bad. Tomorrow's show's going to be interesting. Where is it? What are we doing tomorrow? I'm pulling it up. Doesn't want to come through, though. That's so weird. Come on. How hard is this? Whatever. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. Tomorrow we have this. How safe are the alien secrets getting into enemies' hands? How safe? What got into the aliens? No, that'll be tomorrow. For now. May change. Subject to change. It just gets me going, man. These people in power abuse their power. I am positive ufology will not come out on top if Schumer has anything to do with it. He's got to line his pockets. Makes me so mad. Just to switch up the topic for a minute. There's I don't even know if I want to play this. This nobody would understand. Not even me. Not playing it. All right. How many people here, maybe you can put a 1 in the chat, believe that the earth is a living organism? Put a 1 in chat if you believe earth is a living organism. And listen to this. Isabel Golden Age. I don't know who. Isabel? Is that who this is? I don't know. But check this out. I always said the earth is a living entity.
Earth is a living being. You probably realize that.
Yep.
That's what I was saying. Everything is conscious, everything is alive. Earth is a living being. In the beginning, when everything was created, it consented to allow another race of beings to live on it. Human beings, animals. We could not have been allowed to live here if the earth itself had not agreed. So we're living here with permission of the earth. Look what we're doing to it. But the earth is a living being. It also evolves. It's getting ready right now. It's going through, moving into its next incarnation.
The way she put it, the earth is strange. It really is. It's amazing. Compared to Mars, where I believe our species originated. I do. I really believe that. I think it's because of our eyesight. Like the sun we're twice as close to the sun now than if we were on Mars. Mars is twice the distance. So it's very far away compared to where Earth is, 10 million miles, I think, give or take. So being that our body cycles are set on 28 days, just like the cycle of Mars and its moons, right? Or something like that, whatever. But it is a match. And being that our eyes hurt, being in this environment means the sun wasn't as bright on Mars. For whatever reason, maybe the atmosphere, the distance. Also, no hair, no fur. Hair, but no fur. Why? Why do we have hair and not fur? Is fur hair anyway? I don't know, but we don't have it. We don't have it. It's gone. We're the only species that must wear clothes or we will get sunburned. If we were on Mars, twice as far away, maybe with a nice atmosphere, nice gooey atmosphere, you don't get cancer that much. You know, you tan nicely on Mars. Yeah, true story. What else? Obviously, we didn't come from the ocean recently because we don't have webbed fingers. Some people do. Some people even have gills. Believe it or not. Weird. His parents, they must have been like fish. But I think living here on Earth was a secondary option when Mars went into a tailspin. I think something hit Mars, created the gash that is huge, that big gash in Mars. It destroyed everything that day, and here we are. For all we know, the moon could have struck Mars and then showed up in Earth's gravitational areas there. I don't know. That one didn't make it all the way up. So, is Earth a living organism? I'm going to ask, is Mars a living organism? Mars is dying, is what this lady would say. Right? That's what she would say. Hey, that email never made it to me. That's weird. The picture I downloaded. That's stupid. All right. I think, and I've said it before, that the Earth is alive. It has a heartbeat, sort of, right? It's got magma that's electrified or whatever. In the center is this spinning magma of possible mercury and but it's spinning, and the spinning creates the gravitational waves, right? The electromagnetic shield that the Earth gets from the sun protects us from the sun's rays and all the other stuff. And it's amazing how the Earth works like that. How? And believe it or not, all that stuff that protects us is weakening. And our weather's going to change. Cancer and things like that will be more evident. People all around will start getting skin cancer at an alarming rate. Yeah, if that shit goes away. But is Earth alive? Yeah. Every now and then it has gas pains. That's why you get earthquakes and rumblings. And then when it throws up, volcano. You can say that the Earth is alive. And I wouldn't be upset with that. What is this? I have got an interesting... What? Hold on. Oh, wow. Hold on. That can't be real. Hold on, you got to see this. Let's go through this here. I don't remember why I pulled this video out to play tonight, but check this out.
So, a rocket launch or a legit sighting.
See, there's your false flag alien invasion routine, right? Look at how they could do it.
But even so, there are quite a few lucky people out there who are still able to capture chilling and unexplained sightings that will make anyone scratch their heads and question the reality
Just
of
like
our
that guy.
universe.
Mami, ¿cómo va a ser pajarito?
Mami, no son pajaritos. Son pajaritos, he visto sus alas.
The mother says those are birds. Unbelievable.
Ay, no, qué miedo.
Disappearing birds.
Sí se ve, pero no sé qué es.
I think that's Fata Morgana right here. Right? That's a boat, and you can see the sea. No. It's a UFO.
Mira.
Mira.
Esa es una nave.
And this is exactly the case with this video that I'm about to show you guys posted recently.
Insane.
Carmen Rich was filming a big storm off the coast of Fort Lauderdale Beach in Florida when all of a sudden he saw something that he shouldn't have, and he accidentally caught it on camera, and this is what happened. Check this out.
Okay. That's interesting. Look at that storm.
Look behind you.
It's an airplane. You can see the lights flashing.
Whoa, did you see that just shoot across?
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. Oh, that was cool. I thought he was just...
Did you see that? Well, most people didn't. If you pay very close attention, and if we slow-mo the video, you can actually see what looks like a very bright object crossing the sky at very high speed.
Wow. That is cool.
Not long after being posted, the video went viral all over social media and left many internet users scratching their heads. Some believe that this is just a lens flare from a car, while many others stated that this has to be one of the best video evidence when it comes to unknown and unexplained phenomena in the sky. But here's the thing, if this were to be a lens flare, then Carmen Rich wouldn't have seen.
When the car goes by, take a look.
Did you see that? Well, most people
Watch,
didn't.
when the car goes
If
by.
you pay very close attention, and if we slow-mo the video, you can actually see what looks like a very bright object crossing the sky at very high speed.
It may be off the car, and it's getting into the lens. Right? Watch when. Why does it happen right when the car comes into view? You know? To me, that would be interesting. It's not going the same speed though, but the object seems to dip a little, and instead of a straight line. See? Watch. Yeah, I don't think it's from the car. The object goes much faster than the car does. Yeah, it's not the car. The object goes much faster past the screen than if it would have slowed down half the speed, it would have matched the car. I don't know what that is. It's a good one. Very good one. Good stuff from That Is Impossible. And I'll put the link to that in the show description. Always like showing weird things, you know. Oh my God, I've got to play. You know, a lot of people believe that being environmentally safe means getting rid of gas cars, everything gas operated, right? Everything. It is the biggest mistake if we tried to do that and waste of money in the history of anything. We need fuel to run the rigs, diesel fuel, regular fuel. Without the machine to build the machine, you wouldn't have your machines. It's amazing, these people. But watch what Trump says.
Be able to buy an electric car?
That's the volume you're going to have to turn up. I've got that all the way up. So it's a little low. Not my fault.
A gas-fired car? You should buy a hybrid. You should buy whatever the hell you want. I mean, some people like electric. If you want to drive for 14 minutes to the candy store, electric is very good. But if you actually want to get into a car and drive for a few hours, you know, they're doing a couple of other ones with electric. They're going electric crazy. It doesn't work. They want all electric army tanks now. Think of this. So they want to have an army tank that's electric. You can't get it recharged. It doesn't go far enough. It doesn't go strong enough. But they want to have electric. So that we go into enemy territory. We will blast the shit out of everybody. But at least we will go in with environmentally nice equipment. Now, do you believe?
Unbelievable. That's funny. We're going to go and blow everything up. But don't worry about it. It's environmentally safe stuff. You know, the bombs are environmentally safe. Yeah, it'll blow your building up. But there won't be any smoke. How do you like that? Stupid. He's part of this. Schumer's part of all that. That's his side. Yeah, I see it. I'm going to fix it now. Unbelievable the way these people think. Unbelievable. Really. All right. This says must play. Let's see what this is. Oh, this guy. I'm going to play this just for fun. It's fun. Just forget about ufology for a second. So sick of talking about it. I saw this guy and I thought he was an exceptional player. It's alright.
If you had
one chance,
one shot
to do it right,
one opportunity,
what would you say to Schumer?
To seize every base you ever wanted.
What would you say to anybody
in one
this
moment?
field? I'd say fuck you.
Would you tap it?
Let's do it my way,
or just let it
bitch.
slap?
I'm ready, steady, on the ground and get ready, steady. Don't matter where you go. Gonna get that UFO on video. Recorded for you, I will. Look for you and do the hard work that you won't do yourself, cause you're too lazy sitting there on the shelf. Yeah, go. This guy's good. It's a beast. Oh, this gets so good. I swear I should have started I'm sorry. I just dig that guy, man. That guy was phenomenal. Phenomenal. See, now I was just going to play that for the members only. Yeah, I didn't, though. Man. That made me happier. All right. What ancient Africans used to build pyramids? Excuse me? Exactly. Check this out. You think you know who built the pyramids? A lot of people built pyramids all over the world.
How can someone say that it doesn't exist? That's extreme denial to the point of insanity.
3 years ago, I set out across America to investigate a story about a mysterious substance called ormus. A story so strange that I had to meet the people behind it.
These are a group of previously unknown minerals.
Everyone was experiencing a metaphysical type of effect with it.
You can take a substance that will cause reality to change.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Level shows the blood oxygen level of a teenage athlete.
But getting a grasp of the facts was proving more difficult than I ever imagined.
It's a very slippery subject.
Tell him you need to stop. You need to stop.
Let's talk out of the car.
It seems to me he feels he has the secret to something.
A secret as old as the Bible.
Can you make gold?
Can I make gold?
Would you consider yourself...
Can I make gold? And just the fact that he answered back with the question, can I make gold, means that he cannot make gold.
An alchemist.
Because you're making gold, aren't you?
Yes. People will die because of this. People have been killed because of this.
This is the story of my search. To find out if ormus really does exist. And if it's possible to literally make gold.
I thought it had something to do with the pyramids. Right? But it's weird. Ornis, never heard of it. I thought that was going to be about something else. Okay, the MH370 videos officially debunked. You know the orbs that were flying around the MH370 plane, supposedly caught on satellite? Debunked. Which we all knew, right? Here at GoofOn. We knew. That's why we never dove into it full steam ahead. But...
Hello, my name is Jonas Stroh. I'm a concept artist and illustrator.
Jiminy Click. I'll put this in the show description. I thought this was a short video for some reason, too.
Really know why. And this is the video in question. It appears to show an airplane that is being abducted by UFOs. Yes, it's silly, I know. But apparently, people have been wondering if this footage is fake or not for a long time. I personally, it's the first time I see the footage, but it appears to be of, or alleges to be of the MH370 flight, which is a flight that disappeared, Malaysia Airlines, that disappeared in 2014. References that I need, and then he's matte painters because they.
Oh my God. Well, I'm not watching this. This guy takes too long to get from point A to point B. I'll leave the link to that in the show description. It's a Reddit, so it's a Reddit file. Unbelievable, right? These people. I have all these must reads, must read, must read. Now I'm looking at them and I don't want to read it. I don't want to. This is funny. Can I play the funny thing? Yeah, I'm tired. Tired of playing non-funny things. This is actually funny. This goes along with tonight.
Misgendering me, look. No fucking way. No way.
That
Okay, we're gonna try this.
right there. Like you just got banged from the back. What? Like you just banged the chick.
Hell no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Sound like a damn man at the end. Hey man, you look crazy as hell when you make that face. That training ain't half bad, man. I mean, for a dude, I would probably bang you. You know, we all got our limits. If I'm in prison and I gotta bang something, what is wrong with you? I'm just joking. I would never do that. I'm a Christian. I would just get something. I can pretend too, bitch. I'm in this bitch for 30 years. They ain't never getting out of here.
They are funny. The Hodge twins. All right, let's move on to the... Oh. Did you hear about Lou Elizondo's attorney? That's the title. Lou's attorney, who's Sheehan, it says here, says the aliens are here and they come from different star systems. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Here's the article. This article comes from How and Wise. It says, Sheehan, an attorney who represented Lou Elizondo, spills the beans and speaks of things he has never shared before. He blames these 5 officials for putting up resistance to the UAP legislation, which is the UAP Disclosure Act of 23, put forth by Senate Leader Chuck Schumer, Leader Schumer, Senators Wicker, Mitch McConnell, Minority Leader of the Senate, and Representatives Mike Turner, Mike Rogers, and Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. Sheehan, a public interest lawyer and activist, has a long history of taking on federal government on behalf of high-profile clients, including defending the New York Times in the Pentagon Papers case, as well as one of the Watergate burglars. He also served as a counsel for the Disclosure Project, led by Stephen Greer, which has sought to force more government transparency on UFOs. Sheehan's wild UAP statements. Sheehan is actively giving interviews where he reveals some of the UFO information that would come as shocking to the people who are not aware of what is happening with the UFO subject. In the recent episode of the UFO podcast, Sheehan said, 40 witnesses have come forward with compelling evidence supporting the existence of UFOs. These witnesses, he claims, are aware not only of the existence of such crafts, but also of the aerospace industry's involvement in reverse engineering them for weapon development purposes. Sheehan stressed the gravity of the situation, labeling it an extraordinarily serious problem. The proposed bill, as described by Sheehan, seeks to establish an international treaty that prohibits any country from using UFO technology to gain a military advantage. What is that? The overarching goal is to prevent the development of weapon systems based on UFO technology. Despite widespread bipartisan as support, Sheehan revealed obstacles in countering during the legislative process. They're trying to establish an international treaty that prohibits any country from using UFO technology to gain a military advantage. Are you as stupid as you think we are? Oh my God. You know why they're trying to put this forth? Because maybe, just maybe, China is light years ahead of us in drone technology. And they don't want them using that alien drone technology against us. So let's have a treaty. This way, nobody can have the upper hand. Hey, that's cheating. War? You're now saying it's cheating. This is how stupid people are. It's cheating to use UFO technology in a war amongst humans. Are you stupid? Nobody's going to sign that. As a matter of fact, whoever came up with that treaty is an idiot, because we are already doing it and we're not going to stop. China, Russia, they're not going to stop. How do you know? You don't. And that right there, that comment right there speaks volumes to me, because it makes me think Sheehan knows something that we don't know. For instance, let's say a war broke out and we used the alien technology against our adversaries. Would the aliens step in at that time and say, penalty on Americans, you cannot fight for the next 24 hours? Really? Really? When it comes to war, I don't know about you guys if you've ever been in a fight, but everything goes. And nobody's going to... This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I had no idea there was such a thing in the works. It says, he claims these witnesses are aware not only of the existence of UFOs, but also of the aerospace industry's involvement in reverse engineering them for weapon development purposes. Sheehan stressed the gravity of the situation, labeling it an extraordinarily serious problem. The proposed bill, as Sheehan described, seeks to establish an international treaty that prohibits any country from using UFO technology to gain a military advantage. That has to be the statement of the year. That is really, really crazy. That is so unbelievably silly. According to Sheehan, the term catastrophic disclosure varies in definition amongst different individuals. Some interpret it as the revelation of criminal acts committed against those attempting to disclose information, resulting in potential criminal liability for various people. Drawing parallels to historical cases, Sheehan points to the Pentagon Papers incident during the Nixon administration. Who gives a shit? Anyway, wow. I gotta tell you, one of Sheehan's major concerns is the secrecy surrounding information related to unidentified flying objects and the potential existence of an ET civilization. He criticizes the idea that a select few have the right to withhold such information from the public, labeling it as preposterous, fundamentally unconstitutional, anti-democratic, and in his professional opinion, criminal. Yep. That's your government. That's the left and the right. It's called bipartisan secrecy. I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't blame them for lying. I used to, but I believe that there's no way we should know the truth. I'm telling you, it probably is so dramatic and so over the top crazy that they're afraid people may lose their minds. People are afraid, in the government are afraid. Maybe, just maybe, when they found out the truth, it hurt them. You know what I mean? And if it can hurt them, then it'll probably hurt some of us. Which is unbelievable to me. Because in this day and age, a lot of people making a lot of claims. And there's still no evidence. None. Well, I'm going to play this. Holy shit, it's 8:51? Man, I did a lot of talking. I'm sorry.
Continuing deeper, they encountered structures with a logic somewhat similar to human design. Like tunnels with stairs leading to pits of immeasurable depth. And that would lead to the greatest mystery of the exploration. Metal doors with seemingly organic seals from which small samples were taken. These proved impossible to open, although no attempt was made by force to avoid any risk.
I would say fair.
However, a passage
right.
was found without such limitations.
Christy,
inside were objects that, with great terror, resembled the egg found in the excavations in Iraq. In fact, they were so similar that judging by the images, they could have been the same.
Is this from a
couldn't
movie?
be verified as the exploration team didn't take samples of these.
Right, Bernie. That's what I was thinking, right? It looks like it's from a movie. Definitely looks fake. All right, we're going to end it there. I have to thank everybody. I don't know how I made it this far, but I got to eat something. I'm starting to come down, feel weak. I did eat a bean burrito to get me started. That was the first thing I ate today. It helped. Yeah, a lot of carbs, a little bit of sugar. Never hurt anybody. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll be back, and we've got a good one for tomorrow. It'll probably be a little better than tonight, I have to say, because, you know, having Schumer over my shoulder hurt really bad. I did not like it. So let me just go in my living room. There we go. So I'm going to go play the piano here for a little bit. It's still a little light outside. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. And we'll be back tomorrow night. We do it here as best we can. Right? Oh, what, that one? You know what? Let's pull it up and take a look before we go. Want to do that real quick? I have it. Let me see if I still have it. Yep. It's this one. I saw it. I was going to play it tomorrow. Check this out before we go. Check it out. This one, right? You'll see. Is this it?
Se contrae, dice.
Okay. This looks like a reflection off of something. This is from inside the car. Looks like a reflection's happening. Watch. You can hear them moving. These are moving. That's what, yeah, look at that.
There it goes.
I don't know.
There it goes. It's lifting up.
I don't know.
Still don't believe in fucking aliens, and I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But look
I
at
don't
that.
know. I don't
It's
believe
moving.
it. I saw him inside his car
Shit, that is
with the
fucking
window
crazy.
and all those things moving around. But here it is moving. You can see the clouds.
On my car, trying to keep it as steady as possible.
Because look at the beginning of it. This is the beginning. Look at this. This is from inside the car.
Se expande y se contrae.
And look at the way they're moving. They're all moving like when he moves. And look, you can see he's in the car. Oh no, that's outside. Is he outside the sunroof? It's a weird video because these things ruin it for me. These aren't UFOs. This is. Looks like a boat. It looks like a tie. Not a bow tie. Now see those? That I don't know what that is, but it looks like reflections.
It's lifting up.
I don't know, guys. I'll put the link in the show description. Look on your own. Hey, we do it here every night, right? We do Truthology for ufology for you. Tomorrow night, we will be back. And we'll see you then. Be good to each other. Be safe. Love yourself. And alien bless. No. Alien bless.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying object.